If you want a sharp jawline, it's not necessary for me, but I already have a bony face. But still, for all of you, those who do not have a defined jawline and you feel you have a double chin, so what you do is you go this way. You go this way. Can you see how I have contoured my face? Here you go do these two lines and it will make a definition to your face. See how thinner I am looking by contouring. Don't want to contour much. Okay. And you need to make your forehead look smaller because you don't want a big face. So to make your forehead look smaller, I will give small broken lines. I won't do it to go overboard. So I give small broken lines here and here. If I want, I can give it here. I already have a small forehead. I don't need to do much, but to demonstrate, I will be doing it a little bit so that you understand what is to be done. Now, again, I'm going to blend this very well. This blending is very important because these black lines should not ever show, but there should be light shades of these black lines showing it. So blending is very important. See, suddenly my forehead looks so sharp and so well defined. Can you see? At least I feel the difference. Here also, I'm going to blend it nicely. Use my mirror. I'll blend it nicely. And here too, I'm going to blend. Now, the trick is to blend outwardly because you don't go inside. If you go inside, it will spoil the effect. So you go, first of all, you blend it and then you blend it outwardly, outside, so that the gradient looks good. Similarly, I'm going to blend the sides of my nose. Look how sharp my nose will suddenly start looking sharp. I'll blend the sides of my nose well. I think I've blended it enough because I'm going to do this loose powder also. I'm going to spread this. So I have done this. Nicely, it is blended and it looks good. And it doesn't look too horrible. So I have blended it well. Now this is the reason why we need to contour our face. My face looks sharper and thinner though. Many of you want to make it look thinner and sharper, so it looks good. Now I will go for my eyes. I'm going to go to my eyes. Now, as I told you, through eyes we can create drama. You just saw that how we created drama. Now for my eyes, you have something called an eye primer. And you can use the eye primer, but I have already used primer. I have also used a concealer on my top eyelid. So I'm not going to go for those details of eye primer. I'm straight away going to go to an eyeshadow palette. And with that eyeshadow palette, I'm going to create a simple eye look. I'm not going to create a very heavy smoky eye, etc. Now, eyeshadow palettes, to begin, if you are a beginner, please start with a nude eyeshadow palette. Do not start with the greens and the blues. Don't go overboard and do too much experimentation. You should not start with. Okay, so start with a nude eyeshadow palette, and a good eyeshadow palette would be the Huda Beauty has a very good nude eyeshadow palette. I am its fan. So Huda Beauty eyeshadow palette, nude one. The Maybelline also the blushed nude. This also has a good nude eyeshadow palette, and it's a very handy thing. Whenever if I am traveling, I'm using this. Otherwise, you have the bigger eyeshadow palettes. Just I wanted to share with you that what are all colors you may have in this is also nude eyeshadow palette. What is a nude eyeshadow palette? You will have more of browns and peaches and pinks in the nude eyeshadow palette. So this is a nude eyeshadow palette that I have chosen. Now, as I was telling you, that brushes, we can have an episode of on brushes. I have these brushes for my eyes. They are different brushes to be used for the eyes. Eyes also, you cannot have one single brush. So I will use first a brush called the flat shader brush. If you look at this brush, you will see that it's got a flat, see from the side, it's flat and it's little on the, I mean, it looks like this, somewhat like this. So I'll take a eyeshadow flat shader brush, and I'm going to now the eyeshadow, the more the layers you are applying, the better and the richer the look will be. Do not just apply one pink and then rush out of the house. Don't do that. It looks very made up. It looks very scanty, and it doesn't give a depth to your eyes. So the more the number of layers are, the better your eyeshadow will look. So I'm going to take which one? I'm going to take this color, a very nude, light nude shade. So start with the lighter shades. I'm going to take this light nude shade and I'm going to put it on my eyelids. So as I take the shade and put it on my eyelids, I put it on both my eyelids. Initially, you will see nothing, no changes. You will feel why I'm applying, still no changes. But that is the beauty. The later stages will look better once we start applying the initial ones. So I have put my product on the eyelids with this flat shader brush. Now the key to use the product is you have to take the product and you have to dab it. You have to dust out the excess product and then apply it. Please don't take directly because all will fall on your cheeks, etc. It will spoil the uh, work of art that you have done so far. Now I'm going to take a fluffy brush. If you look at this brush, it's a fluffy brush. And I'll take a fluffy brush and I'm going to blend, 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 blend. As I told you, blending is the key. I'm going to blend, blend, blend. We also you have those tapes. I don't have it, but you have those tapes which you put like this, and then you keep on putting products. So the line is defined. When you take off the tape, the line is defined. Nothing comes below that line, and then you have a well-defined line over there. So I take this and I have blended. Now I'll take a little deeper shade because I'm going to start putting colors one by one. I have put the base. Now I'll start putting colors. And as I told you that we are going to go from light to deep. So I'll take a lighter pink here. Maybe I'll take this shade of pink. So I'm going to take, you can see my products lying before me. I'm going to take this, dab, dab, and then I'll apply on the outer corners. So always remember that anytime you take a product, you should apply on the outer corner. Please don't go inside immediately. And with the blending brush, I'll go inside. With the blending brush, I'll go in. So inside, I'm going to go with the blending brush, with the fluffy blending brush. Next, I'm going to take one shade darker. So I have taken this initially, this one. I'll go for perhaps this one. I'll go for this color, and or I can go for a darker shade also. Maybe this color I'll go for. I'll go for this color. I'll go for this color, and again I'm going to. Can you see how I am putting the product on my face, on my eyelids? I'm going to put the product on the corners of my eye, never inside. And then I go blend, 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 blend. I go inside by blending. I am not going to go too deep because my outer corners must be, outer corners must be the darker ones, and I'm going to make the inner corners light. For my inner eyelids, I'm going to use a little shimmery shade. I'm unable to maneuver it. I'm going to use a little shimmery shade. Maybe I'll go with this one. I'll go with this one. And I'm going to use I'm trying to do a gradient eye makeup. A gradient eye makeup is what I'm trying to do. So I'll put this here. And then I'm going to blend these two so that it looks like a good transition from the dark shade to the light shade. I could have used some other color also. I could have used some other shades too. I could have used some other combination also, but this looks good for a little not so loud makeup. This looks good. So I have done up my eyes slightly. Now I'm going to highlight the parts of my eyes that require highlighting. So what am I going to do is the inner corners of my eyes, I'm going to take a whitish highlighting effect one. And here I'm going to do the inner corner. So when you do this, immediately you'll say, I think I've used too much of the product. I'm going to dust it. You'll see immediately there is a brightening effect that happens. So I take off the product slightly because I've used too much of the product. So there is this brightening effect that happened the moment I used a highlighter in the inner corners. This is whether you are going for a regular look or whether you are going for a party look, the slight highlighting is very important. And when you highlight, you come to the lids also, little bit to the in the lower lid. You extend it to the lower lid. So I have done the highlighting of my the inner corners. Now I'm going to now see it's looking little bare because it looks top heavy. The upper eyelid looks very heavy, well done up, and there's nothing on the lower lid. Never leave your eyes like that. You have to take one of the shades of the upper eyelid. You have to take one of those shades and dust. I have taken one of the shades. I've taken the second one. So I've taken this shade. Sorry, I've taken this shade and I'm going to do up my lower lids. Very important to do the lower lids. Only then your eyes will brighten up. See, immediately my eyes are going to brighten up. I'm not going to go till the edge. Never go till the end. Otherwise, it'll look like, I mean, the eyes will pop out somehow. So I'm going to start from the outer corner and come till the center of my eyes, of my eyelids. But I have to do this step. Step can't be missed when you are doing the eyes. Otherwise, your eyes will look very pale and bare. So now, once having done almost a lot of it, I'm going to dust off my powder since I'm going very slow as I'm explaining. So my products are sometimes sticking to my skin. So I'm going to dust off my powder. This is a fluffy brush I have got. This is a fluffy brush. And with this fluffy brush, I'm going to spread this powder, the translucent powder that I have used all over my face. Do you see how nice my look is turning out to be? Are you all liking the resultant effect? Girls, are you all liking the resultant effect? No response. It's not so,
Yes,
not
definitely,
liking it as
ma'am.
much.
You're looking beautiful and vibrant.
I have started looking vibrant. I think you can write in the chat, but yeah, that you can do. Now, all my contouring and my highlighting, that is concealer, nothing is visible, but it's just a beautiful look that has come out. Have you noticed that? Have you realized that? So the effect is beautiful, but nothing will be visible. So, and my eyes also look so pretty right now with all the colors above and below it. So eyes look very beautiful. I love this. At this stage, I love to see myself. And afterwards, I love to see myself further. Now, after this part, eyes are almost done. I am going a little fast. Because I know it takes time. Please have patience. Because if you don't have patience today, you will have to have patience with yourself. So have patience to learn so that you have patience to implement the learning. Okay. Now, my eyes are still not done. Look, see how much effort the eyes take. Eyes are still not done. What I will do right now is I'm going to again make my eyes pop out or make my eyes look brighter by taking a similar highlighter, the golden, I'll take one of the golden highlighting things and I'm going to put it on my brow bone. So on my brow bone, I'm going to put little highlighter only below the arch. This golden I've taken this golden below the arch of my uh, eyebrow, only below the arch.